What I learned this week was to just take it back. I got this from a comedian named Joey Coco Diaz, who on his first special said at the intro, when he goes on stage, sometimes he just remembers back in the day when he grew up in New Jersey and you had to be funny. And if you weren't funny, you didn't get to talk. So sometimes he'll just take it back, he'll be in that mindset when he goes on stage. And I took that as I should probably take it back to the time when I just sat down in my buddy's car in the middle seat in the back and just told stories. And then people would come up and say, "Hey Taylor, you got any stories? Hey Taylor, tell me a story," you know? And then I started doing stand-up, and recently I just talk too fast. Like, no one knows what I'm saying. I have jokes, and they're funny, kinda, sometimes. But I talk too fast because I'm nervous or I'm excited. So I had to take it back and just start telling stories again. Because for a story, you have to slow down so then people can stay with you with the story so that they don't get lost. And on Friday, St. Patrick's Day, I had a 15-minute set at a bookstore, and I was the first one to go. And I don't want to say I didn't have a plan, because a man without a plan is not a man. My plan was to basically just tell a story. My first story was the first time I did stand-up, and then I told a couple of jokes in between the next story, which is about how I drove to Costa Mesa. And I significantly heard me talking slower. And I was like, alright, cool. And then I went to another open mic, I told another story, and I was slower there too. And then last night, or technically it was early this morning, Sunday morning, I told a similar story I told on Friday, and I was significantly slower. And if we're going to be a little bit honest, it frightens me, just because what I like to do is I like to make up stories. I like to go down really weird rabbit holes. And so, that's actually what's really dumb. That's a dumb fear to have. It's just like, I'm afraid I can't do that anymore if I keep telling stories. No, what I'm trying to explain here to myself and to you, whoever's listening, fundamentals are really, really important. Getting the formula down or understanding how to do something before just going for it. Learn to walk before you run. I mean, it's told all the time to everyone, everywhere. But for whatever reason, I choose not to listen to that, and I just start running. Because that sounds cool. Like, if you were a character in a movie, you go, "Oh, yo, Taylor," man, dude just starts running. But you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, you're going to get somewhere. But you're going to have to go back to the fundamentals anyways. So really what I learned was to remember the fundamentals before you just start running. So that's mainly what I learned, was to learn the fundamentals, then go with it. Learn to walk, then run. And I think that goes for almost anything, really. Any form of something you're passionate about, or learning something new, or trying something you've never done before. Don't just run. That's kind of beautiful. I'm going to end it there, just on a beautiful note. I'm going to say it very slowly this time so we all understand. Learn to walk before you run.